Have you ever felt that nagging sensation, like a subtle mismatch between who you are and who you feel you should be?
Yeah, that feeling like your actions don't quite line up with what you truly believe in.
Exactly. Or maybe that you're living a script written by someone else.
It's a really common internal struggle,
Yeah.
actually, that kind of quiet hum of cognitive dissonance that a lot of us recognize.
Right. And that's precisely why we're undertaking this deep dive today. Our
hmm
mission is to explore how intentionally defining your core values isn't just, some philosophical exercise.
It's way more practical than that. It's a pathway to a life that feels genuinely full of integrity and unwavering authenticity.
Yeah, this isn't about chasing abstract ideals. It's about making real, actionable shifts.
Shifts that can ripple right through your health, clarify your mindset, and really uplift your spirit. We want to help you cut through that confusion.
Find a profound sense of inner clarity. So let's start by grounding ourselves in the basics: integrity and authenticity.
Okay, so personal integrity, what are we really talking about?
Well, it seems to boil down to being the most honest and morally sound version of yourself.
Right. Our sources often describe it as acting consistently with your moral principles and values.
Even when no one is watching. That's the key part, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's about that quiet self-trust, knowing you'd make the same choice alone or on a public stage.
And the key behaviors here seem to be things like truthfulness, keeping your promises.
And maybe the hardest one, being really honest with yourself
Yeah.
about your own motivations, your desires.
Okay, so that's integrity. What about authenticity then? How does that fit in?
Well, it builds right on that foundation. Authenticity is fundamentally about being true to yourself.
Living a genuine and meaningful life.
Exactly. One way to look at it is the consistency between your inner experience, what you feel, and think your awareness of that experience.
And then how you actually behave outwardly.
Precisely. And what's really fascinating is that it means actively aligning your actions with those core values we just talked about.
So it's not just a vague feeling of being yourself.
No, not at all. It's an active, conscious state of congruence, where your internal world and your external actions are genuinely in harmony.
Okay, so integrity is consistently living by your principles, and authenticity is being true to your inner self, your values. What's the connection?
It's powerful. Authenticity isn't just being yourself superficially. It's about being fundamentally true to your values and your purpose.
And integrity is the action part.
Yes, it's the daily, moment-to-moment act of living by those values consistently.
So when you truly embrace both, integrity and authenticity,
Something really remarkable happens. You stop just going through the motions.
you start unlocking a deeper, truer potential.
Exactly. Engaging with life from a place of genuine strength and internal cohesion.
Okay, but that raises a big question, doesn't it? If the benefits are so clear, why is it often so incredibly hard to be truly authentic day to day?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And one major hurdle is this constant tension between our ideal self and our authentic self.
The person we think we should be versus who we actually are.
Right. Society, cultural norms, media, they all construct this ideal self. The version that promises success or happiness.
And that can clash pretty hard with our authentic self, right? With all our unique experiences, quirks, our genuine desires.
Totally. And when we chase that external ideal, we risk losing touch with who we really are. It creates this deep internal gap.
And it's not just abstract pressure, is it? Consumer culture plays a huge role.
Oh, enormous.
Yeah.
Often subtly, too. Think about constant advertising, the curated perfection on social media.
Yeah, it sets these unrealistic expectations. It subtly pushes conformity.
We're encouraged to buy things, adopt styles, present a certain image, all to become that ideal self instead of just embracing who we are.
And that cycle, it leads to what one source called unfulfilled expectations, right? You get the thing, follow the advice.
But that internal void is still there because you're not connecting with the real you.
And this connects to something deeper, doesn't it? Like a basic human need.
It really does. Our sources point to this innate, deeply wired human desire to belong.
For survival, originally.
Exactly. And that primal need still drives us. It often leads us to suppress our true thoughts, feelings, even parts of our personality.
Just to fit in, protect our status, or avoid conflict.
Yeah, it's like putting on a false mask.
Yeah.
Which, ironically, prevents the very thing we crave.
Yeah.
Real, deep connection.
Because people aren't connecting with the real you behind the mask.
Precisely. And then layer on top of that things like self-doubt and imposter syndrome.
Feeling like a fraud. Even when you're successful.
It's incredibly common. Even for really accomplished people, that little voice whispering, you don't deserve this, or they'll find out.
That feeling really challenges authenticity, doesn't it? It's like a constant internal battle.
It is, and it drains so much mental energy that could be used for, genuine living.
Okay, so with all these challenges, internal and external, how do we actually start to shift things? How do we find solid ground?
Well, the research really points to the foundation being in defining and aligning your values.
Right, like that quote, when your values are clear to you, making decisions becomes easier.
Exactly. It's not just about efficiency. It's about cutting down that mental exhaustion of indecision.
Because your values act like a filter.
Almost instantly. They simplify complexity because you know what truly matters as your baseline. It provides that profound clarity.
Okay, so how do we get practical? How do we actually articulate these core values?
There's a great structured exercise we found, similar to stuff used in coaching. It really helps.
Okay, lay it on us.
Step 1, discover. Don't overthink it. Just look at a list of values or think about what's always felt important and jot down everything that resonates.
Just get it all out there, what feels right to you.
Exactly, not what you think you should value. Step 2, group. Look at your big list. Start clustering similar values together.
Find the common themes.
Right, aim for maybe 5 groupings max. If you have more, start consolidating or prioritizing what's most essential. It's about finding those main drivers.
Okay, discover, then group. What's next?
Step 3, label. For each group, pick one single, concise word that best represents that whole cluster.
Trust your gut on the right label.
Yep. Step 4, actionable statements. This is key. This turns it from abstract to a living guide.
How did he do that?
Take each label and add a verb. Make it something you do. So instead of just freedom.
Live in freedom.
Exactly. Or seek opportunities for making a difference. Maybe act with mindfulness, promote well-being, multiply happiness.
So they become clear directives for how you want to live.
You got it. They become your guiding stars. And finally, step 5, prioritize.
Order them by importance.
Yeah, rank your core value statements. This might change over time, and that's okay. But having that priority gives you a compass for tough choices.
Discover, group, label, actionable statements, prioritize. That sounds really helpful.
It provides incredible clarity. And you can take it further.
How so?
By creating a personal mission statement based on those values.
Like a roadmap for your life.
Kind of, yeah. Laying out your goals and guiding values, something to check in with daily.
To help stay grounded when things feel confusing or you get pulled off track.
Exactly. Ask yourself, are my actions today aligning with this statement I crafted?
And what's crucial here is dedication.
Unwavering dedication. Your values are your internal compass. They guide you.
And while experiences might shape them a bit over time,
You should never compromise them just for convenience or because of external pressure.
if it's a true core value, you stick with it, even when it's not easy.
That's the essence of living with real purpose.
And bringing these values to life. It's not always about big gestures, is it?
Not at all. It's much more subtle, more integrated. It's about weaving them into your daily habits, your practices.
Those small, consistent effort.
They act as that constant compass, helping you reset and realign when life inevitably throws you off track or you stray from your true north.
It's those incremental, disciplined actions that build authentic alignment over the long haul.
Definitely.
So, okay, beyond defining values, what other practical tools or daily practices can really help us live more authentically?
Well, cultivating self-awareness is absolutely fundamental. You just can't be authentic if you don't understand yourself deeply.
Understand what you might be suppressing or the personas you put on.
Exactly. Or what truly motivates you underneath it all. Things like meditation, mindfulness, consistent journaling.
Or even just asking for honest feedback from people you trust.
Yes. All of that can profoundly deepen your self-awareness. It's about seeing the difference between that aspirational identity, who you wish you were.
And your authentic identity, who you actually are, complexities and all.
Right. And building on that, mindfulness plays a huge role in bridging that gap.
How would you define mindfulness in this context?
It's about bringing a curious, non-judgmental attention to what's happening right now, both inside you and outside you.
So it's not just sitting quietly?
Not necessarily. It actively deepens self-awareness. It makes your self-concept more flexible, more robust.
You become more open to reality instead of filtering everything through old ideas about yourself.
Perfectly put. And while meditation helps develop it, mindfulness can also just be an everyday quality, paying attention with an open mind.
While you're working, eating, talking to someone.
Exactly. Paying attention without immediate judgment.
Okay, this is insightful. When you commit to living like this, authentically, you're going to hit challenges, right? Resistance, doubt.
Absolutely. And that is precisely where embracing something called grit comes in.
Grit, like perseverance and passion for long-term goals.
That's the one. That's that powerful combo. Grit is what helps you stay anchored to your values when things get tough.
When external pressures or your own self-doubt or just plain adversity try to pull you off course.
Yes. Grit helps you reframe those challenges. They're not reasons to quit. They're chances to deepen your resolve, to commit even more fully to your path.
Helps cut through the noise and stay true.
And is often about those daily, consistent efforts and discipline, not just big moments.
Makes sense. But there's a balance, right? Grit needs wisdom.
Crucially, knowing when to push forward with everything you've got and when maybe it's time to pivot, to reassess your path.
That's also part of authenticity.
Absolutely. It requires both the courage to stay the course and the humility to know when a change is needed.
Okay. And there's one more piece you mentioned earlier, vulnerability.
Ah, yes. We really can't talk about authentic living without getting into the power of vulnerability.
Our research called it the secret to close relationships.
It really is.
Yeah.
And key to overcoming so many communication issues. It means having the courage to share your deeper, often uncomfortable emotions.
Like fear, sadness, loneliness.
Instead of defaulting to easier but less authentic responses like anger or criticism or defensiveness.
That brave act of showing your true feelings, that's what builds real intimacy.
That's what cultivates true intimacy and profound connection. Being open even when it feels scary or counterintuitive.
Wow. Okay, so let's pull this all together. Why does this deep dive into values, integrity, authenticity, why does it truly matter to you, the listener? What are the real benefits?
They're surprisingly profound, actually. First off, significantly enhance psychological well-being.
Better mental health.
Definitely. Authenticity is strongly linked to self-acceptance, personal growth, finding purpose. It acts like a mediator between mindfulness and well-being.
It frees you from that internal friction, that energy drain of pretending.
Exactly, leading to a more integrated, resilient mental state.
And what about relationships?
You gain richer relationships, deeper connections. Because they're built on truth, not curated images.
Allows for genuine expression, real intimacy. People trust the real you.
Which leads to much more resilient and fulfilling bonds.
And that builds self-confidence too, presumably.
Hand in hand. True confidence isn't arrogance, it's deep self-trust.
And that trust grows when you live authentically, pursuing things that genuinely inspire you, not just external rewards.
You move forward, knowing your value, knowing what you bring.
It also sounds like it could impact leadership, even if you don't have a formal title.
Huge impact. Authentic people model integrity. They walk the talk.
Which earns trust and loyalty.
And creates this positive ripple effect in their communities, their workplaces. They become beacons of reliability, of sincerity.
And ultimately, the biggest benefit.
Unlocking your true potential. By aligning your inner self with your outer actions, you tap into your deepest capabilities.
You create lasting, meaningful change.
You fundamentally design a life that you genuinely feel good about living, not one you just tolerate or endure.
So we've journeyed through understanding and defining values, the importance of authenticity, cultivating grit, and mindfulness.
It's a transformative path. It definitely demands courage and ongoing self-discovery.
There's that great quote, I think, from Oprah about building a resume.
Yes. The challenge of life is to build a resume that doesn't simply tell a story about what you do, but that tells a story about who you want to be.
That really captures it. Authenticity is a long game.
It's a lifelong process, self-discovery, refinement, needing both courage and humility. It's not a destination you just arrive at.
It's a continuous becoming.
The ongoing process of becoming the truest, best version of ourselves. So maybe the question to leave you with is this. Your life is telling a story right now.
Is it telling the story of who you want to be?
Or is it just telling the story of what you do? What small intentional step could you take today to truly start authoring your authentic story?
That's a powerful thought to end on, and such an essential journey for anyone to embark upon.
This process, this self-discovery and growth, it really is continuous.
We really encourage you to take that first step, maybe inspired by something we discussed today, however small it feels, towards a life of more integrity and authenticity.